Welcome back everyone to another reaction video. Got a track called Millions by KSI, JJ. So this is the last track on his album Dissimulation. Unless of course you bought the deluxe album which just came out, which has like 3 or 4 more tracks. I've bought the album. I've listened to every track except for this one because I knew this one I wanted to react to because I had heard this one was a lot more meaningful. Like, this is the type of track you were not expecting to be on the album. It's similar to like one of his albums. I wish I could just think of the name of the album, but it was the album that had like all his like diss tracks on it. But there was a track on that called Noob, which was like a very, very heartfelt track, which he changed the vocals on it, so it didn't really sound like him, because I don't think he wanted to release it, but he did. I think it's because when him and Harry were having beef, either real drama with each other or fake drama, like Harry kind of like leaked part of Noob, so JJ ended up, I guess, releasing it. But there was also a track on that album called Medusa, which was, again, a very different sounding track, but I actually like those ones. They're not the type of tracks you would be listening in your daily life, like when you're working out or something. Like, it's not like down like that, popping. It's just not that style. But it's heartfelt sometimes, and those are usually good. So with this one, I had heard that there's 2 verses on it. One that's potentially about Deji, and the other one's about his current girlfriend. So let's see how this goes, because if the verse is about his brother, oh boy, they haven't seen eye to eye in a long time. So let's see what we can pick up.
I got millions on my mind, still I get so anxious, and I can't help me. Got my feelings on the line, and I get no answers. Something wrong with me, cause I'm not on cloud 9. I don't wanna be your bitch.
Something wrong with me, cause I am not on cloud. Okay, yeah. So a guy like, JJ status, having, how was he, got 20 million subscribers, 8 plus million on Instagram, who knows how many on Twitter. Like, he's got a big following. So if he feels like there's something wrong with him because he doesn't have that cloud 9 feeling anymore, that's gotta hit deep. Like, because you're thinking, man, the guy's at the top of the world, what's wrong? Like, there's nothing, they live happily, like, they got all this money. That's not always the case. Not always. And then he's like, I think he says it there, I don't want to breathe, I don't want to be your B. So, he doesn't want to be the plan B. He wants to be option A. He wants to be the top. Like, he wants to be your main. But it's definitely this. You know what I'm saying? This already sounds like a deep track. Deep.
I got millions on my mind, still I get so anxious, and I can't help me.
And that's the thing right there. And I can't help me. You can never help yourself. Like, you can ask, someone can ask you, or someone can tell you what they're dealing with, and you can think of a million ways to maybe help them or guide them in the right direction. You could be going through the same situation, and you won't think of it. You won't listen to your own advice, because we don't think it'll work, but we know it'll work for someone else. Ooh, JJ, you got me thinking. What the hell? I'm only in the chorus.
I don't wanna be your B. I got millions on my mind, still I get so anxious, and I can't help me. Money can't buy happiness, only rent it.
True.
I tell myself I wanna finish.
Like I said before, doesn't matter how much money you have. People say, you can buy anything to make you happy. Money's not the end all be all. Sure, if you you want that, if you have all that kind of money, you want a new Lambo, it's gonna make you happy, buy it. See how long it lasts. And I don't mean how long the car's gonna last. I mean how long until you're like, now what? I want something else, because you're not happy anymore. Money doesn't buy happiness. It only rents it.
Yo, I get so anxious, and I can't help me. Money can't buy happiness, only rents it. I told myself I wanna finish, and I meant it. I hated every fucking second, hated every mention, searching and screaming for all the reasons that you wanted more appealing and attention. You turned my blood against me, you made me hate my bestie, you fucking ruined me, man.
Okay, that line there just solidified that this verse is about Deji. Ooh, you turn my blood against me. Blood, family. Deji lives at home still, even though he doesn't have to. He's got enough money to live on his own, just like JJ and everyone else. But because he's at home, he was able to manipulate, I guess, the parents into believing his side of the story, and not JJ, which is fucked up that it became like a one-sided argument. Deji's very manipulative that way. I don't care if any of his fans come at me here for that, saying that. I don't care. He needs to own up to his own mistakes. But yeah, you turn my blood against me, so the family, you made me hate my bestie. Now, I can think that's either Simon or Randolph, who are his two closest friends. He went to school with Simon. I'm not sure if he went to school with Randolph or if they met afterwards and they've done music. Like, Randolph's been on the music scene a long time, but we only just started hearing about him because he came, like, they decided to come back. Now, Deji's had beef with both of them. He went after Simon. Simon went back at him with, I think his diss track was KSI's little brother. So he doesn't even name Deji in the title, which is beautiful. And I think it's got like 50 million views, and it's a banger. Like, it's one of the reasons why everyone tells Simon he should rap more, because he can rap. Which, check out him and Randolph's new track, Helium. That was a good track. So it was just made for fun, though. They're doing it on Helium the whole time. I did a reaction to it. Check it out. But yeah, Deji also went after Randolph, which was stupid. Like, Randolph made a joking line in one of the Sidemen videos where they're like, name a dead YouTube channel. He's like, Deji. Because he thought it'd be funny, because JJ was the host of the show, of that episode. Thought it'd be funny. It was hilarious. He didn't mean like his channel's actually dead. It was just like stagnant. Wasn't doing anything. Deji didn't like that. Doesn't like a lot of things. Like, he takes the smallest thing and blows it out of proportion, which that's why he's got to not necessarily grow up, but he needs to like own up to his own mistakes. Like, sorry, he just does. Which I shouldn't even say that right now because everyone's picking on him with the whole sub bots and whatever. I'm sorry, but yeah. So like, Randolph says that, so then Deji makes a comment about it, and he brings Randolph's wife into it, which was bad idea. So when Randolph dissed him, JJ reacted to it and basically confirmed everything that Randolph was saying in the track, which Deji didn't like. Cause how you're not saying you're my brother. You're supposed to stand up for me. Why are you believing everything your friend says? It's like, JJ was there. He knows what's the truth. And so, Deji came back at Randolph, and Randolph went back at him again, even harder. Oh, it's a sticky situation, but yeah, so when he says you made me hate my bestie, it's either Simon or Randolph, which back that up a little bit.
Screaming for all the reasons that you wanted more appealing and attention. You turned my blood against me, you made me hate my bestie, you fucking ruined me, man, but you don't care. Every message that I would send would just air. Oh well, fuck it.
True. Every time, like JJ said, let's keep it private, he would send him He would say it by tweet, he would send it by text, he would do whatever he could, and then Deji would make a video and just show all the screenshots of, you know, things that JJ would say, and it's like he wants to keep it private, man. Why are you airing all of it? Like, it got to the point where JJ ended up making like an hour-long video basically being, I'm done. Like, and it's true. Like, it has not been the same since. It sucks.
You got what you wanted at my expense. You did it. You already won it, and now I'm picking up my pieces. Done with all your leases. I hope you hear this and hate it. I got millions on my mind.
Oh, I hope you hear this and hate it. Ouch. Oh. Ooh, that hits deep. This is a deep track, like I said. This is completely different from the rest of the tracks on the album. It's like a very feature-driven album, and this has no features. It's a track that you don't expect. It shouldn't be on the album. It should be like a private track, but it's a beautiful track. Like, it's the perfect way to end an album on a serious note. And we're only halfway done. The next verse, I guess, apparently about his girlfriend.
Still, I guess I'm anxious, and I can't help me. Got my feelings on the line, and I get no answers. Something wrong with me, cause I'm not on cloud nine. I don't wanna be your P. I got millions on my mind. Still, I guess I'm anxious, and I can't help me. I know I'm not easy to be around. Hard times, you're holding me down, and I like how you smile.
Okay, yep, that's definitely about his, most likely his girlfriend, like people have been saying. So let's see how the rest of it goes. It's probably gonna be very emotional.
Even when I make a fool of myself, still, you want nobody else, and that shit really helps. Diamond in the rough, you know I mean it. You don't want the money or the fame, you rather leave it. Leave it just to help out all the people with their mental. Fundamental, you are my sentimental dealer.
Oh, wow, wow. Yeah, this is definitely giving me the vibes of that track Noob. If you've never heard it, go look it up. But yeah, like, so like this, you know, JJ's current girlfriend, we have not seen her, which I am surprised he's been able to keep it private for this long. But it's like it's one of those things where it's, well, one, it's hard to keep it private for as long as he has, because I think the only little snippet that we have is from his fight against the second fight against Logan. In the locker room afterwards, you see him with the girl there. Like, you don't know exactly who it is. Like, it's only for a split. Like, it's not that long of a video clip. Like, I think it's from like an Instagram live that was someone screen recorded. So like, it's not much. Like, it's similar to like a lot of YouTubers who try to keep their personal life private. Like, you don't find out who their significant other is till like way down the road, because they don't know if it's gonna work out at first. Like, I think a key example, like in the Sidemen, like, you know, and everything, Simon and Talia, you would, like, in certain videos, you might hear their voices in the background where you're like, are they together? But you never saw them in a video together, or you never saw photos, because everyone did a good job of making sure to either edit that clip out or be very mindful of where the camera's pointing so you don't get them in the shot together. But yeah, you would always kind of hear their voice, so it's like, okay, well, they do have the same friend circle in a sense. Like, Talia was friends with G and Freya. Freya is dating Josh, who's part of the Sidemen, so he's always with Simon. G was dating Chip, who's also his real name is Josh, but like, and Chip was like not part of the Sidemen, but he's the external friend group, so like they would all kind of hang out anyway. So you would always, and there's a lot of cameras, like everybody who does videos, so like it was always a thing. It wasn't until I think one of Chip's videos where I think they're all at like the zoo, like staying overnight at the zoo, where if you watch like Simon's video, you know, you could see which room he was in, and it's like, wait a minute, I think Talia's in that same room, but you didn't see her in his video. Talia's video, you don't see Simon. You hear his voice, but you don't see him there. Chip's video, he did a good job. You don't see them until one clip where you see Talia there. He always showed Simon in the whole video because Simon was there, but you never saw Talia until one clip. So then it was like, oh, okay, we got it. We found it. We got it. They're together. And then after that, things didn't stay private anymore. So same thing with JJ here. No one's posted anything yet, and he's been doing a good job keeping it private. So congrats on that. From what we've heard, from what he's like said in certain interviews and everything, that she seems like a real one. Like she's kept him grounded and everything. And so far from the lyrics in this verse, she sounds like a good one.
Mean it. You don't want the money or the fame, you have to leave it. Leave it just to help out all the people with their mental. Fundamental, you are my sentimental dealer. Turning down my compliments. I really hate it since I'm trying to boost your confidence. I really made it since you helped me with my issues. Stronger than ever, want you to know it forever. I got me.
That was sweet. Yeah, this girl's the real one for him. I hope nothing but the best.
On my mind, so I guess I'm anxious, and I can't help me. Got my feelings on the line, and I get no answers. Something wrong with me, cause I'm not on cloud nine. I don't wanna be your P. I got millions on my mind, so I guess I'm anxious, and I can't help me.
I feel like this is probably just gonna be a beat that drags out. Yeah, okay. Oh boy, that was a good track. Good track, JJ. Good track. Very heartfelt. Perfect way to end an album. Like I said though, it's a type of track that you did not expect on the album because it's not the same. There's no features. There's nothing. Like, this is a track that should be kept private, but he's decided to release it, and it ends the album on a nice, lovely, serious note. It's a little dig at his brother, and a sweet ending for his girl. Yeah. So that was KSI's track Millions from the album Dissimulation. That was my reaction to it.